Felipe Cardozo here, bringing you the best tips and tools for growing your barbering, hairstyling, and grooming knowledge to a whole nother level. So, if you're new here, welcome my friend. Please subscribe, turn on the notification button so you don't miss a thing. In this video, I am going to be doing a high skin fade, super tight on the sides on Asian hair. A slick back on the top. We're not favoring either side. It's not like a comb over or a pompadour or anything. This is kind of like a slick back. It gives the client versatility and options to style the hair. With that said, let's jump right into the video. To begin the haircut, after sectioning the hair in a horseshoe shape, I am taking my Oster Octane with the number 2 detachable clipper, and I am setting my base, my foundation, also my top guideline for my fade. Important to know that I am not following the head shape whatsoever. This is going to be a very tight fade, so don't be afraid to just go straight up in the air. We're going pretty tight, so I am not flicking the hair, I'm not flicking the clipper or anything like that. Just following the natural shape of the head, and I'm going straight up. As you see here on the back, I dipped it down just to follow the contour of the head, but I'm not following the head shape. Right after that, I take my 000's detachable blade, and I am setting my bottom guideline. This is just my bottom guideline, so now I know exactly where my fade is going to be, so I don't get lost in it. So I have my top guideline with the 2 detachable and my bottom with the 000. Now, a 2 detachable blade is almost equivalent to like a plastic 1.5 on the wall, so it's really not that much different than using a 1.5 plastic guard. So now that I have my top and my bottom, I open my lever on my Wahl Sterling 4 clipper, and I am setting another guideline. This guideline is going to be set right in the middle, in between the bottom and the top. Is because it's just simple mathematical order. It's just numerical order. It's just we have a 0, we have a half, 1, and 1.5. So I set a guideline in between the top and bottom, and then I close my blade to remove that bottom line that we set with the 000's. You can flake that line out. Right after that, I take my 1 plastic guard, again with my Wahl Sterling 4, and I'm starting to remove that middle line. Now, I found that the number 1 guard isn't really removing the line, so instead of just going around the whole head and wasting time, I just decided to just throw on the half guard, open the blade up a bit, and just flick out that line. Now what I'm doing here is just blending the fade to that midsection. Just taking a clipper over comb. Asian hair is very, very easy to blend that in just because they already stick out, and so just damp the hair slightly, just enough for the hair to sit down and have no flyaways. And then I'm just setting that comb on a 90-degree angle. As you see here, it's pretty straight. So now it's time for us to start working on the top hair. I am going to take a little bit of length, just slightly, just cutting off maybe like a 1/4 inch off the tips. I'll work my way from front to back. And then what I'm going to do here is, because the client wants to keep most of the length of the hair, the style is really just like a slick back, but on more of a natural side, without wearing like a matte pomade or something like that, or like a matte clay. I'm gonna take sections, comb it back, and so that midsection that I blended with the clipper of a comb, that'll be my guideline. And so I'm taking sections, I comb the hair back as you see me doing here, keeping the angle of the head shape kind of like almost going straight up. At this point, I'm working from back to front. Doing this, you're literally just cutting what is necessary to blend the hair. You're not cutting the length off. Sometimes what happens is, let's say you cut like 1 inch or 1.5 inches off, and then you cut that length off all around the hair, and then sometimes you cut it a little too much off the back, and you don't blend it properly. So now, after I do all those, I'm gonna split the hair right in the middle and comb it sideways. The goal here is to have both sides at an equal length. We're not favoring the hair to fall on the left or the right. This is completely straight, like it's completely even. So that's pretty much it. The hair is all blended out. Now I'm just starting to cross-check everything. Everything looks even. Haircut is done. I'm gonna do a little bit of styling here, just blowing that back. That's how he's going to style the hair, like a slick back, but more in like a messy, like textured slick back. I like to dry the hair first and then set some texture. That's the haircut, guys. If you enjoyed it, please hit a thumbs up. Drop a comment below if you have any questions, doubts, concerns, tips for me, or anything that you'd like to say. I will see you on the next one. Peace.